Okay, so this is step 3. So step 1, find a place to be. Step 2, use your senses to be there. And step 3 is find a place to be, tune into your senses. But then we're also going to deepen to feel your emotions. So as you're sitting in your place and you've tuned into your senses, now just feel into how are you feeling. And it may be that, the first few times you do it, you're completely unaware. And you might notice it in your body. So for example, you might notice a tightness in your chest or sort of tight shoulders or a sort of sticky feeling in your tummy, or you might just feel really warm and relaxed. And just be curious about any body sensations. Just oh, that's interesting. Try not to interpret, but just, I noticed that my neck's a bit stiff. I'm curious what that's about. And just notice what the feelings are, because very often, again, we don't pay attention to feelings, and we have a whole social script about some feelings that are good and some feelings that are bad. So lots of people come to me for coaching and they want me to help them focus on the positive. And that's not what I see my job as doing. I think my job is to help people see that there is both, often, usually, that we can be happy and sad, that we can feel lost and confused at this time and okay. We can feel lonely and connected. We can feel hopeful and despairing, and many more things all at one time. And that even in the depths of despair, in a bereavement, in a moment of terror, those feelings flux and move and change. And it's very hard to stay terrified for long periods of time, which is why we have different ways of dealing with trauma. But equally, we all know that also joy, to be completely elated and blissful, those states pass too. So just giving some awareness and attention to our feelings and allowing them all to be there rather than censoring them. Because what happens if we think, oh, I shouldn't be feeling scared or I shouldn't be feeling overwhelmed, is that then we've got a whole layer of guilt on top of what we were already feeling. And who needs that? So again, a poem to help you with your step 3 of sinking into your emotions. And this time it's a poem by Rumi, who was a Sufi, called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house, empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honourably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has sent as a guide from beyond. So I love that poem, and I think we forget that emotions have evolved. They're evolutionary messengers. So when we feel fear, it's a message to stay safe. If we feel anger, it's because somebody's stepped over our boundaries. If we feel sad, it's because we've lost something. If it's delight, it's that we like something, we want more of that. If it's excitement, it gets us to move towards something, to do more of it. If it's love, it's a way of forming connection. And so there's the survive emotions of fear, sadness, and then there's the thrive emotions of joy and gladness. And the fear ones are to move us away and to keep us safe, and the thrive ones are to help us move forward and expand. So they're all welcome. They're all part of how we can move forward and feel our way through this uncertainty and this turning, moving towards the things that make us feel warm, connected, excited, pleased, and moving away from things that make us feel scared, contracted, angry, tense. And of course, that's not always completely possible to do, but tuning in more and more to, oh, how do I feel? How does, someone says, do you want to go meet up? Well, do you notice your heart rate go up? And is that excitement or is that nerves? And of course, then you know, that's when your cognitive brain can be useful to go, you know, maybe I'm overreacting or underreacting. But it's again working with everything, kind of our feelings, our sensations, our senses. So, step 3, your emotions. See you next time for step 4.